going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska, Akademiks, and Wayno here. And today we have a returning guest. Please welcome YBN Cordae to the show.
Good.
We meet again.
How you feeling, brother? It's good.
Yo, appreciate you coming back.
Nah, appreciate y'all.
Because
Got a lot of good vibes from him today, man.
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
if he wanted to fade when he got here.
Nah. It's all good vibes, brother. All good vibes.
So he was on our Complex Con Long Beach show, and I would say I'm happy that you're back because I feel like you didn't leave with good vibes necessarily. It was a little contentious on that stage.
Oh yeah, nah. Act got disrespectful on me, man.
I don't think it was disrespectful.
Nah, it was like it's all.
I thought it was, you know, and I'm glad to. I really want to see how you like took that because.
Yeah.
I was challenging you.
Yeah, nah,
I was
for sure.
challenging you, and I don't know if anyone challenged you like that, and whether I was, completely informed, or maybe even came off hating.
Yeah.
As a young artist, you have to be challenged somewhat to know how to handle those moments.
And I respect it, and I love, like, I respected all your opinions, like what you, cause you made some good points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have that much music out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made a lot of good points. Like that could be on the. I'm trying to think like the far right, you know what I'm saying? You made a lot of good points, but I just didn't like when you was like, man, who in the crowd can name 5 songs? I was like, my nigga, that was not necessary, bro.
He was like, name 5 songs right now.
He was like, he said, who can name? And he was like, who can name it? Who can name it? I was like, oh, my nigga, come on, bro. Don't do me like. I was like,
two start teaming up on
let me tell you. I was like, yo, I was scared. I was like, yo. Hope to God somebody in the crowd named some shit, nigga. I was like, if nobody don't name nothing, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but they did. They had my back.
I mean, you know what it is, and a lot of that came from because like prior to you being on there, like I kept talking about you a lot because before we even got there, I kept bringing you up like, yo, that's the next one. I'm telling you, that's the next one.
Nah, it's love.
He just always goes a little too far.
No. Wayno was talking very highly of you, and again. I'm going, this is just real life shit, right?
Yeah.
So imagine like, yo, this nigga's nice. This guy's gonna be the next one. So I go check out some music, I'm like, all right, cool, but like, where the rest of the shit at?
Yeah, no,
so it's
for
kind of
sure.
like that. That's
By the way,
energy.
on yesterday's episode, we were talking about a rapper who you've judged off of all of 4 songs, saying that he had, you know what I mean? But anyway.
We gonna get to that, but my thing is this. The first time I heard you was the My Name Is shit. And that's before like the YBN thing had all come together. Yeah. And my thing was, this nigga is rapping and he's saying some shit and I'm just looking at the potential. So I'm basing how I feel about your music or how you rap off of your potential.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you just calling him the best next nigga. I'm like, yo, just give him some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Give him some time.
No, but I even understood that, and I think this is where it went left. My way of asking questions, just ask Takeoff. It's a little bit off.
It's backhanded.
No, because I was asking him, I'm like, yo, there's mad pressure. Like the way people are talking about you, like we haven't heard any new nigga get talked about like that. When you are now recording, what's that pressure like? And I was trying to get a sense of that. Of course it didn't come out too well.
All right, so Cordae, we're about 3 or 4 days away from you dropping the debut album, The Lost Boy. All this pressure he's talking about, do you actually feel this?
Nah, not really, because I'm going to just, like, let the music speak for itself, because it's like, it's true to me, it's authentic to my story, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling my story and all that I know, so if it resonates, I just want it to resonate, and it's just real, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really give a fuck about, like, first week numbers, because it's a project, and then it's a marathon, you know what I'm saying? Because we seen niggas do, like, 300K first week, but then like nobody's talking about it in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? So just like having a steady build throughout the course of like years. You know what I'm saying? Because like even with like it's been like that with a lot of rap albums. So I'm just ready to
I
put
think
it
that's
out.
part of the conversation we've been having about you here. We don't see you as the type of artist who's going to be chasing hit singles or anything like that. We're looking forward to hearing the full body of work. You're that kind of artist.
I feel like, but with that, I feel like you'll find your records within that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You'll find
Naturally.
your records within that. Absolutely.
Instead of forcing it.
Yeah, so even we discussed your singles, I was like, to be honest, this is not giving me any idea of your album.
Yeah.
I got to listen to your album.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I 100% believe you on that.
Yeah.
I feel like you're someone who might, again, I'm hoping this is where I'm going with, I'm hoping your first shit's a classic.
Yeah, for sure.
You get me?
Yeah.
But how that project is going to let us know where you're going.
Yeah.
And to be honest, how comfortable with you know how you say you might not do 300K or whatever?
Yeah.
if you're comfortable with knowing it might be a slow build, you won't have that. It's like an inner almost like fight where like some people you want to do the sales and then some people like, nah, listen, the sales gonna come. I just got to give the great content.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to build up. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's just continuous growth, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want. Just continue with the growth because, like, not to compare, like Section 80, Kendrick Lamar's first album didn't do crazy numbers. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then like Good Kid, Mad Sittin', that was an amazing project. You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing album, but it built over and Kendrick is like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? It's just building up over time.
There's a lot of examples of that. Like,
it's hella examples.
Juvenile 400 Degrees, that shit sold like 5,000 the first week, went on to sell 5 million.
Yeah, Illmatic sold like nothing the first week, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Reasonable Doubt.
Not saying I got like an Illmatic or a Reasonable Doubt, you know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing it at all. But yeah, I just want to say that. No. Not at all. Those the gods. But yeah, it's just, but you see what it did like years later, you know what I'm saying? So just steady grind. Stairs over escalators.
Stairs over
like escalators. That. Even hearing you say that, did you kind of like study the process of where those other artists were right now? Like, just comparing yourself, right? So whether it was Kendrick around the time he's dropping Section 80, around the time when Nas dropping Illmatic, like, have you you feel like a student of the game?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I'm bringing that up.
Yeah, I don't like to like compare because like I feel like I don't need.
Or like watch their moves.
Yeah,
like,
I study it. I study it. Yeah, but it's different because now we're in a digital space. You know what I'm saying? Even Section 8 came out 2011, I believe. We're in a completely different. That's before like Instagram and Twitter was like popping,
right.
like it is now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like taking bits and pieces and like applying it to today's climate and music, or trying to, you know, because it's like it's a trial and error thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn shit through it. So I just like I just got comfortable with that in my mind like last week. Like yo, like. I don't give a fuck about like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to drop it. I know what I put into this project. I spent a lot of time on it. I took a lot of my time. I'm like, I'm not going to oversell this project. I'm not going to come do interviews and be like, yo, my shit, I'm going to just like let it speak for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Let the conversation grow.
Yeah.
Does like and again, hopefully you can be honest, like the label. Does the label pressure be like, nah, all right, cool and everything.
Yeah.
But we need like some big single to really kick it off. We might need that. We might, you know how Kendrick, at least when it gets Good Kid, Mad City, he had like a couple singles that people recognize. Are they like giving you pressure there?
Yeah, because it's about building like a huge a cult fan base that love you for your music and your bodies of work. And you gotta think Future, right? He like the king of like the clubs, you know what I'm saying? The like hits. He don't drop singles before his album. He just dropped the albums and he let the fans pick the singles. The fans is gonna pick it. Whichever ones, shit is easy. Whichever one streamed the most, nigga, all right, that's the single. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. That's the shit that motherfuckers fuck with, so like do it that way. So I'm not really pressed over like no mega hits, even though hits take you to like a whole nother way, but it's just gonna come naturally. Because if you like in the studio, like, for y'all gotta make a hit, it's never gonna happen. Yeah, you listen to all the hit stories, when niggas tell you about how they make hits, they be like, it's some accidental shit.
Yeah, it's be the ones that you didn't expect to go, be the one to go.
They always make they hit like 2 minutes before they turn it out. Yeah, that's the last one I recorded.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I remember I was watching a Young Thug interview the other day. This nigga was like, how he made, you know, check. He said a lady came in the studio, gave him a big ass check for $600,000. He said, I was just walking in the studio like, got a check, I got a check. And then London started playing the beat and he was just like, got a check, you know what I'm saying? That's how it makes.
Organic.
Yeah, exactly.
How's your process when you record? Like, you know what I mean? When you make some of these records? Because, I mean, if you want to, I don't want to give too much away. I got to hear one of the records.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nah, it's cool.
Like, what's the process of how you making it? Because the journey with you and Meek, I got a chance to hear that.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, that's my shit. But it's like, when you're making them, like, do you channel, like, what you went through, or you get inspired by, you see what's going on in the world to like, take your verse a certain way?
So it really starts off with the beat. Like I'm like low key, I'm like a part of the process when like the beat is being made. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there, I be choosing the samples a lot of time. Like I'll be listening to the music and I'll be like, yo, like we gotta sample. Like even with the shit with Chance, I chose the On My Block sample.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My boy Bongo and Kid did their thing to it. So then we come with the basis of the beat with just like the sample or just the sounds and then the drums, and then I'll record over it, and then I'll go back and like sit with the producers, and we'll like literally like, oh, we should add like a stop right here, add a drum break right here, get like call in some like instrumentalists, like add like a like at the end of Bad Idea, it's like a piano breakdown with like violins and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Illy did that, and so I kind of go through like step by step with the producers. You know what I'm saying? And but with the writing more so. I just write down what I feel.
Are you that hands-on? Like even when like, you know, we've seen in the studio with some people who are veterans and got a lot of years. Like, are you that vocal? Because I would imagine sometimes when you're new, like, you know, you kind of play
it just depends. When I'm with my niggas, I'm that. I'm like I'm with that. Like
you say you in the studio with Dre.
Oh, I'm shutting up and listening. You don't say when you with. And you know what I'm saying? Because that's the God. You know what I'm saying? You just listen to what he says.
Did you guys record, or did he just give you some advice?
No, we got some Jones that's in the archives for sure.
The archives?
Yeah.
That's the thing about working with Dre though, man. You know how many moments we've seen with Dre, and then it's like sometimes we never hear it.
Wait, why didn't you make the album? It's on the album, right? Like any of the joints?
With Dre? No, they're not on there. It's just Dre's more of a like, a life mentor for me. You know what I'm saying? Like he be dropping like real like kicking knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And like he's just like the GOAT of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So anything I can get from Dre is just like knowledge wise. You know what I'm saying? It's just like amazing. You know
so I like when Cole dropped 1985. Like a lot of people felt disrespected and had a very obnoxious response. Yours was very thoughtful. Yeah. So I was excited to see that he's on this, but he's not rapping. He's producing. Right?
Yeah.
Why producing and not?
I feel like it's so much. It's like dope because I feel like Cole, niggas don't know Cole produces every album he has. He produced like 90% of the tracks, but because he's such a dope MC, his production skills gets overlooked. You know what I'm saying? But he produces. He's a multi-platinum producer. You know what I'm saying?
Which is very hard to do while you're rapping.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I need some like beats for real. So we actually did it in Raleigh. Like he cooked up a bunch of beats, and I got like a bunch of beats. We was going over some shit.
I didn't know you was born in North Carolina.
Yeah. I was born in Raleigh. All my family be out there and shit.
Did Cole tell you any good stories? He likes to say long story short and then tell you a really long story, which I love.
Yeah. He definitely gave me some dope stories. Okay. Definitely.
Some life advice.
Mm-hmm. Why did you wait? Is it true you didn't do a XXL freestyle?
I did. Yeah, I did. I did that in a cypher.
Wait, who didn't do a freestyle on tripping?
I don't know.
Tierra whacking a couple of people. We've been talking about this a lot too. Do you feel like I don't know, it's kind of whack when people don't do the freestyle? Or does it not matter? Will it not matter eventually? Like, why'd you choose to do yours? But okay.
I didn't know it was an option to like not. I didn't know, but like I mean you can do it. It's their freedom. You know what I'm saying? You can choose not to do. You know, artists. You can walk out of the interview if you wanted to right now. You know, just on some human being level shit. You can do it. Y'all can like say fuck this shit and walk out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Literally just on some human being shit. You can do whatever you want to.
Like in terms of even like the XXL experience, right? Like, I think a lot of people, even when I early predicted, and we did on the show, we predicted like the list. I was like, they're gonna need to, I feel like that's a clout list in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know
This list?
No. Just in general, like over the years, right?
I feel like we got
but they always put a couple of people on the list that show that, listen, a couple of people we're gonna put on the list gonna be for the art or for lyricism or whatever. And to keep it real, a lot of people said out of the new batch of artists, you were almost a shoo-in because of that, because you're still one of those guys who still like prioritize that. Do you look at like when and any other artists, or not just on the list, just in general, if they don't, you seem like a student of the game, if they're not a student of the game, you look at them any different?
Nah, cause I look at this whole like music.
Some niggas play with this shit.
Yeah, nah, for sure, but it's still, at first I was like, but really, I feel like with hip hop, when the music industry more so, it's a lick right now. Music is a lick. So if you able to like come from nothing, cause I just look at it as for other people. Like I do music cause I love making music. I love hip hop. I love rapping. I love everything about this shit. I love music. You know what I'm saying, in general. But for other folks, They're like, yo, this shit, nigga, I can fuck around and go viral, take advantage of this shit and change my life and change my family's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on some human shit again, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like this time last year, I was a waiter at Fridays, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of stories like that for artists that's out right now. They was down bad, you know what I'm saying? And they fuck around, accidentally come up with a mega hit and their whole life has changed. They seeing the world, experiencing different shit. I know a lot of artists got kids and shit. They can feed their family, take care of their moms, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's mad dope just to like, for people to be able to do dope shit, you know what I'm saying, and turn their shit around.
Yeah.
But
I never,
even if they don't care about the music, like they just hitting a lick on it, like fuck it.
Wait a second. But that's one of the only issues I have. Like I don't have it. Like everybody's so critical of like Lil Nas X and him rapping and this that, and the third. I was like, yo, this is a young black man that made a hit record.
Exactly.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But he has a kind of a message or a direction on what he's doing. The only thing I don't like is when like you're putting out a certain type of message of something that isn't you or who you aren't at all in no way, shape, or form.
Misusing your platform.
Misusing the platform. Because it's like, I got
right.
a son, he's 12 years old, and we have a lot of conversations. He's smart enough to figure certain shit out because he's in this shit with me.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of kids that don't have that, and they see like certain videos, and they see kids playing with guns and this and that and the third.
Yeah.
But then when they try to do it, they're forced to go through the consequences. I feel like
you're right.
so many people's hitting licks with it, they're not worried about the consequences, which I don't expect artists to be people's fathers.
Yeah.
But I feel like with an artist like you do take some sort of like social responsibility as in your message and how you do shit.
For sure, for sure. It's just a balance. It can't be too many niggas hitting licks. We gotta let, you know what I'm saying, let them come in and hit licks, but it's like, nigga, you gotta understand like your platform at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like what you say, like speak, like kids really listen to that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's some bigger than me type shit. So it just take like, you just gotta like become more responsible with it. That's my whole thing. Just be like responsible with it. Yeah. That don't mean you gotta be no preachy woke ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause nobody wanna hear that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks. But like nobody wants to be labeled as that guy or hear that. But it's just like, just don't be like reckless with it, nigga. I feel like some niggas be like dumb reckless with it. You know what I'm saying? So.
I feel like you know what's crazy? Like what J. Cole said on Middle Child, I feel like that kind of describes you as well. Like what he said, he's in between two generations. Mm-hmm. Because like, I think the good thing about you as an artist is that you got the young niggas, like you got the 12-year-olds that love to turn up shit and all that. And when you get the records like a Kung Fu and all of that, right? But then you also have the kids who love the bad idea. You know what I mean? And so you have like both, then you have the cosigns from the older people, but then the young niggas that love lyricism, but the young niggas that love to turn up, fuck with you too. So how does that feel? Like having all of those people like looking towards you to be their leader in the music field?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's dope, bro. And I don't really like, cause I'm on it. I always like ask my homies like how it is from like the outside in, cause I don't really I don't be knowing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just be like in it. So, but I do see that a lot. Like we'll go out to the mall and like somebody like some 12-year-old, 10-year-old kids ask to take a pic. My aunt pointed this out to me, and then like somebody that's like 30 will ask for a pic. You know what I'm saying? Like 15. So it'd be all ages, you know what I'm saying? So it's really dope to like, because it just brings a commonality within like people, just like fucking good music, you know what I'm saying? Dope music. Everybody's music lovers.
But since you're one of the few people who could do that, I wonder why it's different for you. Is it because you feel like you sort of got love from some of the older generation coming into the game? Like some people don't respond, like I said with 1985, you're one of the few people who responded in like a thoughtful way. Like I understand both sides. Other people are just like, fuck this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like maybe your experience was different coming in the game, or it could just be a mental thing. You seem like a just generally thoughtful dude. I read that you also into vision boards.
Yeah, hell yeah. But cause I just know hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I did the education on my shit when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up, like my dad played like Nas, all this shit, whatever, all that shit. Nas, Jay-Z, Nas and Jay-Z and shit. When I'm hearing it in the car and I'm loving it, I went back to like Google the lyrics and study that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? So I just niggas did research, you know what I'm saying?
You
like
understand that the work that they did.
Exactly, years and years ago. So I just understand like how the climate of hip hop is, because history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? But like it's nothing new.
Yeah, I want to know if like you feel like there's like a lot of there's not transparency between like the older crowd and the younger crowd, because for myself, like Public Enemy was the shit when I was a kid. I was born in the 80s, but I didn't really understand their music until I became an adult.
Yeah.
And I was willing to go back and listen, but now because music is a lick and all of that, a lot of kids don't feel that they have to go and learn the older shit because they're talked at instead of talked with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I wanted to know, like, what's the old nigga shit? Because I get it sometimes, I be seeing sometimes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
old niggas some flack as well sometimes.
Yeah. Nah. It's a difference between the OGs.
Right.
The OGs sit you down like, look, bro, like you tripping, my young nigga, like, but don't do it that way. Do it this way. And the old niggas is just like, you fucking whack ass, non-rapping ass, bitch ass, punk ass, young nigga think you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's
right.
a difference. Like, it's just a difference.
Do you think it is balancing the game right now? Like, at least how you look at it?
I think so.
Overall and within your generation.
Yeah, I think within my generation and overall, cause like it's a lot of dope lyricists out there. Like Tierra Whack is super dope. You know what I'm saying? I can speak for an hour about like the dope lyricists. You know, like the Joey Badass, everybody, and it's a lot of dope like turn up music. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a one-sided thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we was talking about what you were saying earlier. I feel like what I was saying about the lick, but I feel like the listeners and the fans are becoming smarter. I think they're realizing like, yo, we've kind of been like force-fed a lot of like, aight shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't really taking their time on music, so they starting to peep that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we seen a lot of cats come in the game like dumb hot and then decline. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen that shit
Real quick.
Yeah, gone in and out. So that's what I mean by they hitting the lick. They in, get they bread, shit. And leave this motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I had the opportunity,
So you
to
can't
make a
get mad at
couple
that.
Wait. But would you be doing bullshit on Instagram?
Nah,
right
I don't
now?
know. See, that's the thing. I'm who my mother raised me to be. So it's like certain shit that I see kids do that I would never do.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, if I could get the opportunity to make some shit happen right quick and get some bread, it's like basically hitting the lotto. Like, you know that your chances are higher if you have a viral moment as opposed to playing the game. So if you shooting for that and you trying to make some money, but if you're not taking and doing nothing with the money and you just buy fucking chains with your face on it and all
if
types
niggas
of silly
do it,
shit.
bro, if niggas did it smart, bro, if
Right.
niggas who like the hitting licks, nigga, that's the new word for it. The niggas that's coming in the game and just hitting the lick on the industry, if they came in the game, just did what they was supposed to do, just sign these big checks, and when they decline come, lead the game with like a couple M's and just live like regular niggas.
They jump into real estate.
They'll
and
be
shit, right?
jumping
that's
and
good
be good
investment
and be
money.
saying you set up.
Right.
You got a great start up to life, my
Right.
nigga. Like for real.
The reason why I ask you if it's like if you saw it as balanced is because like we've been talking about recently JD, even though he was speaking about women rapping,
yeah.
but he basically said, yo, this shit is kind of like all the same, at least with women rapping. They're all stripper rapping.
Yeah.
And a lot of people took a lot of offense, like
Yeah.
you have the likes like Tierra Whack that people pointed out.
Yeah.
And then, it kind of goes back to that conversation you kind of mentioned some of it with the old heads.
Yeah.
Is it really in certain avenues, or maybe not just overall, but like whether it's females rapping or whether it's just like your generation,
Yeah.
a lack of balance, or niggas really just not looking for shit
Yeah.
that could really balance the whole game?
Niggas ain't looking into it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't know about the dope niggas because you ain't like taking the effort. So they just going to what they hear about all the time or listening to the radio. You know what I'm saying? They just hear who's being played on the radio all the time and making assumptions. You know what I'm saying? Versus like actually like looking at, it's not even hard to find. It's popping ass motherfuckers who are dope. You know what I'm saying? That's popping like shit. So niggas is like doing minimal, little to no like research. You know what I'm saying? And just coming off biased opinions. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's always been like all types of rap, especially with females, right? Like you've always had like Trina, right?
Yeah.
She came in super aggressive, you know what I mean, on the like, cause she's from Miami.
Yeah.
And they lifestyle is just different. Like you got to go down there to understand where they're coming from. And then when you get to like then you have who am I thinking of to counter a Trina? You also have like, I was about to say MC Light, but that's who I think Missy. Like you also have Missy, who Missy did. She was a writer, she produced.
Yeah.
She wrote records that you could like sing to, and then she also could rap and had an eclectic style. So I always feel like there's always been a place where there's all types of music, but what's pushed to the forefront is the twerking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but then you got Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You have a Rhapsody, but in media, I don't see Rhapsody championed the way somebody else who may do some other shit. And I love it all. Like for me, I love it all. But I just feel like that's where there's not balance in the media.
And bro, women are rapping their ass off. Bro, we're in a dope ass time in hip hop for women. Women are rapping their ass off.
Yo, your freshman class is looking pretty good.
Bro, Megan Thee Stallion can rap her ass off, bro. Like, rap her ass off. Fucking Rico Nasty can rap her ass off. Fucking Tierra Whack can rap her ass off. Rhapsody. Cardi B be motherfucking spitting like shit, bro. We in a dope age it's the best time right now for female MCs,
it's
bro.
True. Yo, objectively speaking.
Oh, I was gonna say.
How do you feel about your class?
What do you mean by objective? Like
because
unbiased.
I feel like unbiased. Sorry, that's the word.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of the best classes.
It's one of the best
our class
in recent years.
Yo, our class is dope, and I feel like we got like a lot of longevity in our class. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like talented ass motherfuckers in our class. Like I just listed the 3 women in it off Bucks, you know, with Rico, with Tierra, with Megan. They're all fucking super dope.
So I know you want to go down as one of the greatest. You see yourself here in a decade. So you see a few of those people up there with you 10 years from now?
Yeah, for sure. They're going to be around, for sure. I feel like everybody, damn near everybody on the class got like an opportunity to like be in this shit for a long time because everybody on the class is talented. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think we got a dope ass class for real. Like the baby. A spitter, you know what I'm saying? He reminds me of like a T.I. and Ludacris, but like in a new age way, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Roddy Ricch is incredible, you know what I'm saying? He's like a trap Anthony Hamilton. Like he's fire. Like
that's him.
Like for real,
Trap
like Roddy Ricch is hard as fuck.
Fucking describe him.
Huh?
That's a good way to describe.
For real, that was off the top too. Like for real.
Wait, like
I'm a fan. I am biased because I listen to all these motherfuckers' music that's on my cover. Like
that's so rare. Though. I feel like a lot of artists don't listen to each other.
Because most of the time artists be like, y'all just listen, just me and my niggas.
Exactly.
Whatever music is there. I'm
the type, if I fuck with your shit, like I'ma say it. You know what I'm saying? I'ma tell you when I see you. I'm not gonna bump niggas shit and then walk past them and like act like I don't know who they are. I'ma just show
I'm
love
happy that you actually did the cover though, because I think that, you know, even what you doing, it adds credibility, because so many people say it's not needed, nobody needs it, and I feel like it is something that's needed. I feel like it is something that carries the conversation of hip hop every year.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean, so I'm happy that you actually did it, you know, because so many people try to shun it. Academics. You know what I mean? Like the shit it's not needed, or you don't need to do it.
I feel like it just go ahead.
It's only as good as the people you're surrounded by. I remember when Uzi's team had asked me back when he was about to be on it, and they asked me for my opinion. I said, if you're not on it with your true like classmates, your true peers that deserve it, that shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
That mean they're just filling spots. But if you're on there with a dope, talented, like look at the one he was on. It was Kodak. It was 21.
Bro, everybody was shitting on that cover back then, but now, nigga, that was a great cover.
That was a changing of the guards.
Bro, that was a great cover. Fucking all those cats is still around today and still doing great.
If you were gonna be on it with people that like you're thinking, damn, everybody else passed or they just turned it down, and it was people that didn't really deserve it.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't mean as much. For
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
It wouldn't mean as much. Everybody helps make that cover. Like if in 2 years everybody's flopping and you're the only one doing good, or everybody is like just trashing out of here and you're the only one doing the cover, you look back at it and be like, yeah, that shit wasn't that good. So to keep it real, like I think E's cover is unique like that. Though.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, in terms of, you know, you're praising a lot of women rap and everything, and I think this is one of the conversations. You know, certain women who they're getting knocked or flacked because they may have admitted that people wrote their shit. Like, how do you feel about just ghostwriting, period? But also, like, just even certain people being open about it, like, yo, that's what happens, and you don't really care.
Personally, I'll never use a ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? I'll never have anybody write my own shit, but like, I'll never have anybody write my shit, but it's music, you know what I'm saying? So I know cats who like get writers, you know what I'm saying? I know it's like, it's just a touchy subject, because for me personally,
do you get offended like when you see somebody like, yo, they getting all this hype, but they ain't putting as much work?
Nah, because I don't pay attention to what like other people got going on some, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, but him, like, nah, like, you know, they eating, you know what I'm saying? They want to make, if the music's dope, then let them use writers, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know, I'm a MC, you know what I'm saying? I study all the Go MZs, so I would never, ever use anybody else to write my shit. But my fault, but for other people, it's like, yo, if I can like bounce off ideas, you know what I'm saying, to get other people on it, it's like, whatever. And then also, you know when a producers are listed as writers. When you produce a track, you're listed as a writer. When you add other vocalists, they're listed as a writer. When you get somebody to just add background vocals, they're listed as a writer. You know what I'm saying? When you get somebody to play the fucking guitar, they're listed. Anybody who adds anything to the song, they get listed as a writer.
Right. But like, that's a little bit different than find out that Yachty wrote Act Up.
That's hard, by the way. I fuck with that. I gained a lot of respect for. I always had a lot of respect for Yachty, but I gained like a newfound respect for Yachty when I found that he wrote that. I was like, yo, that's hard.
He didn't even like the song till he found out that Yachty wrote it, which doesn't make any sense.
Yo, the song is hard.
But see, my thing is like you got to figure out what fight you're fighting. I have no problem with it because it's like I don't. If Cardi B was saying, and we go off of Cardi B a lot. If
she's making good music and she's making mega hits.
No, my thing is like if she was proclaiming to be the best rapper or some shit, or she was like, I'm gonna be the top of the game, and that's a different conversation, right? I think that if you're like you want to be the top lyricist, then you can't have a writer. Now, if you want to just make music and shit, nobody's questioning that. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about JD. JD wrote a lot of people's shit and helped people write shit.
Do you agree with that? You could be very successful with a writer, but you can't consider yourself one of the greatest of all time if anyone wrote for you?
Yeah, I consider you can be a great musician, make great music. You know what I'm saying? But you can't consider. I don't know because a lot of people have good music ears. You know what I'm saying? And they're like executive producers, so they like, yo, let me get you. I know he's a really dope, talented lyricist. Let me get him to like write this shit. You're a very dope. It takes talent and to see talent and to like construct it together. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of cats do that. The only time it's personal with it is like because it's rap. Because nobody questions Quincy Jones or what he did with Michael Jackson and everything, or with Tevin Campbell and all these different people when they put composers together. I think with rap kind of starts, especially with kids, it starts in the lunchroom. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid and like, if my man's brother like used his brother's rap, everybody was clowning him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's only really particular with rap music.
Yeah. But also like even judging it too. Like for example, we use these examples so often, like say Cardi B and Nicki, right? We're comparing the albums last year, Queen and Invasion of Privacy. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling a lot more of the music on Invasion of Privacy, but then I'm like, if I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, Nicki may have, again, I don't know anybody's process, but she wrote way more than Cardi B on that. Don't she get a little extra credit for it? Again, I think that conversation is kind of dying down. I think it's more like how you think, yo, if it's good music, why are we even tripping?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And as long as they're not basing, as what Wayno says, that like they're an MC, they're good on it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
What's the state of YBN today?
YBN is dope. YBN is everything. When Nahmir takes a W, it comes back to the pot of YBN. When I take a W, it comes back to the pot of YBN. So one of us take a W, all of us take a W. You know what I'm saying? So it's a growing empire.
I feel like it was a tough time earlier this year with everything that happened with Jay, and I was wondering how, number one, if either you or Nahmir had to respond to it. Or had to like say something publicly, how do you guys like handle that internally?
Yeah, really, you know, cause for one, me and Nahmir was all the way in LA. You know what I'm saying? So what like can niggas do? You know what I'm saying? It's not.
But even public, you know, niggas in like comments like,
that's
Cordae,
what I'm
you're
saying.
not gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
but cause that's my brother in real life. I've talked to Jay in real life and he called me as soon as the accident happened when he was like, you know, in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to him in real life. Like our moms are in like a group chat together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're brothers in real life. So I don't gotta like express it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like if I talk to this nigga in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. I don't gotta address it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, you know, that's my brother. But, you know, I wasn't there for the situation. Nahmir wasn't there for the situation. We spoke to him about it. He's good. He's in good spirits. His health is good. He got his chain back. You know what I'm saying? So like,
dream, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what's most important. I grew up in a time where everything was in a comment, or like if you don't, like if Nadeska it could be my birthday and she could send me like this long heartfelt text about, you know, congratulations or whatever, happy birthday, and then people be like, damn, you ain't gonna say happy birthday.
Exactly.
It's like,
I got a lot of homies in real life, like, and you know, even within the music community, that like we don't fucking post each other all the time on the gram. We don't like, you know what I'm saying, like that shit. But we're in such like an age of like it don't exist unless it's on social media. You know, I got so many dope ass hip hop stories. I got so much more dope shit that happened to me that like niggas don't even know about. They don't even talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much like doper like within memory. You know what I'm saying? Or just like outside of it. But like we're in the age of like if it ain't posted, nigga, it didn't happen. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really asked that because I'm anticipating like that YBN compilation project, and I want to see how it works when you guys are like kind of, you know, QC does it all the time, and I think they kind of bounce off all the strengths.
So you're saying that you didn't hit one from last year?
Yeah, no, but
you want another one right now?
Yeah, nigga, like
I'm just asking.
Yeah, but after his project.
All right.
Yeah.
So after your project, like I'm waiting for that where like all y'all have your own, like you have your faction of fans, which is much more different than a Jay who's like a wild card.
Yeah.
Nahmir, he's already like been his own thing. I want to see that kind of combined after your project.
Yeah,
and watching all three of you guys' careers, like I think it's just interesting.
Yeah, for sure. It's cause it's all like I said, all goes back to the YBN pop, but we're like a collective of individuals. You know what I'm saying? Nahmir got his own set of fans. Jay has his own set of fans. I have my own set of fans, and we all bring like different shit to the table. Like Jay, that if one thing Jay he gonna always be relevant in the headlines for something. That nigga always find his way to do some shit. I don't know if it's always gonna be good, but that nigga always gonna be in some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Nahmir got 3 to 4 platinum records. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm doing my thing. So it all just comes back to the YBN shit.
Yeah. With your Puma stuff, I want to know about that. You know what I mean? You being a Puma youth ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Got
it,
them all.
yeah, like, and you play ball. Like, that's what I heard. My man, had told me that you was known for ball back in Maryland. Or Is there things that you're gonna be doing in the community wise, like with using Puma as a platform?
Yeah, for sure. I'm about to go back to my high school and my middle school to like, you know, deck them out like the basketball teams, their uniforms and stuff, and deck them out with some kicks and shit, and just like we be already doing shit low key. I just don't be like posting about it. Absolutely. Like because I feel like when you post about it, it becomes like ingenuine. You know what I'm saying? Like unless it's like a required. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
one of the
like
requirements of it.
Yeah. But like I feel like a lot of dope shit I do like for my community, like where I grew up at. You know, for my family, I don't like post about it because it kind of seems like, look at me doing a good deed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like some of the dopest moments are like off camera.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
that's dope that you use your platform for more than just music. You know?
Yeah, for sure. It's dope.
Yeah. In a year from now, after this album's out, like, what are you hoping? Like the status of your career, like where you're at, and what people probably think about this album.
I hope, man. I don't know, but I'm in the beauty of the unknown right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't call it. I got a hunch
Don't make
where
you
I'm gonna
sweat
be.
a little bit, like.
Nah, cause I know I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be straight. I'm already on the path that was like already like aligned for me. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm gonna be good regardless always. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be bigger. This time next year I'm gonna be better, bigger, and like.
So you're not gonna fuck with us anymore?
Yeah, I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna be back. You ain't let me finish. I'm gonna be back. I always gotta come by and see, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be back.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be better, bigger, and just more wise as an artist and like a human being. Like I kind of like I'm still like figuring shit out and how to maneuver in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still like, you know, so this is my first project. So I'm still getting better as an artist. So we'll see. I'm excited though. I'm very excited though.
You're already.
I'd rather undersell myself and over deliver.
No, you're confident, but you don't come across cocky, which is
because
a lot of times when niggas try to showcase confidence, they seem mad arrogant.
Yeah,
you
for
actually
sure.
Don't.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
One of the dopest things that we had seen most recently too is like that kind of caught me off guard, the joint with you and her. Like that performance, like that was just so.
Oh yeah,
that was special, man. That was special. Like I was blindsided by it, but I was like, wow. Like it was one of those moments where we saw the progression, like you said, from last year. You was a waiter. You know what I mean?
For sure.
To now. I also want to know like what's some of the biggest moments you've had that you've been able to share with your family. Like you know what I mean? Because I know your family's pretty proud of you.
Yeah, nah, for sure. They're just like they just be having like what the fuck, nigga? Like they like what the fuck, like that shit. That was definitely a dope moment. Shout out her. Shout out Jeff Robinson.
Yeah, that's
they fucking that was like hella last minute. They called me like 2 days before too, like and was like, yo, like we need you for this shit. And I'm like. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was a really dope moment. It's just making the most out of those moments, cause like you can get on TV and like, you know, I do Jimmy Fallon today as well. You just got to make like,
shit.
That's amazing.
Yeah, me and me and Anderson .Paak doing our joint. So just making the most out of those moments. You know what I'm saying? Not seizing the moment, not just being a part of it.
I've been trying to see if this nigga gets nervous. Most of my questions, even when I ask him,
you're always trying to press his
ball player, man.
Yeah, I'm a ball. You know what I'm saying? You a ball player.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He don't seem like he sweat. I don't know if maybe he just keep a good cohesive front.
It's the fasting. Yeah. Niggas be having butterflies. Don't get it twisted.
Like Jimmy Fallon.
Niggas be nervous, but at the same time, it just be like niggas work for this. I did my education. I'm like, I'm putting in I worked hard. I've been working like this project. A lot of these songs, like the shit I put out up until like this project has been like throwaways, just so like, fuck, I gotta drop some shit just to, you know what I'm saying? Just to drop some shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, I really been working hard as fuck on this music, you know what I'm saying? So like.
The training kicks in those
exactly.
moments,
So, you know, I pray before every show. Like, after that, it's like, fuck it, whatever happens. We just don't.
What do you put on the vision board? You write things or like you clip out photos and put it up there?
I cut off photos and put it on there.
Photos of what?
Just dope shit, like old tweets. Like I got an old tweet from like 2014. I was like, give me 5 years and I'm gonna be a millionaire. Like for real, like I got that posted on my shit. Just like dope shit, like just, you know, manifestation shit.
Right.
So you believe in like law of attraction and all that? Like,
for
seem
sure.
Like
I'm
very
a product
with like your spirituality also.
Yeah, for sure. I'm way more like spiritual than religious. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm just in tune with shit. Like I'm a product of law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? When I was a waiter, right, I used to like have like 300 ones. You know what I'm saying? I used to count the ones in the mirror and be like, yo, these about to be hundreds. They about to be straight hundreds.
Right.
And then like I found myself, I was like, oh shit, like nigga,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just fire.
Yeah, like,
and you notice a lot of cats saying, I was just watching a Lil Baby interview. He was saying the same shit. Like a lot of like artist stories are like the same, like them just manifesting shit.
I remember Big Sean said that he believes heavily in the law of attraction.
It's important.
Yeah. I mean, I think for the most part, you know, that's how just people should be, because a lot of times like we lack confidence in a lot of different ways, but like your confidence has to come from within.
Yeah,
and if you learn how to exude it, like that's when it really come back. It's like even at the toughest times where you keep a straight face and you able to get through it, that's what it gets you where you need to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you get that through like reading books at an early age or some real shit? Like,
nah.
I'm wondering like how was that instilled in you?
Yeah, I had some dope aunts. I got a big ass family. I got like 50 first cousins. My dad got like 12 brothers and sisters. So I had my auntie Dree, my uncle Cray. They always like instilled that in me. And then I was always watching, I always been a fucking music head. I watch interviews and all the greats had that one thing in common. I'm like, shit, nigga.
Start attracting something.
People don't realize they could learn from other
Yeah, for sure. Yo, I watch interviews. Like I'm a huge fan of you guys. I watch this shit all the time. I watched Hood TMZ when you was the Hood TMZ. When niggas was calling act the Hood TMZ, I used to watch your shit every fucking day cause that's how I got in tune, like to stay, like to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you be in tune with everything.
Right.
Listen, Cordae, you have to answer this question as the resident lyricist here, because me and this nigga over here, he's been killing me. Okay, so
man,
Blueface, he came out and said that he believes he's the best lyricist in the game. Now I hear that chuckle, and I didn't say he's the best lyricist in the game.
Yeah.
But what he said, it was like this clip on Instagram. I agreed that he do try with his wordplay, and I think he above average.
Yeah.
Wayno is laughing me out the building because I don't think he's heard that much Blueface stuff, and if you haven't either, I don't want to put you on the spot at all. But what do you think? Am I tripping?
Yo, Blueface got some sneaky bars.
Sneaky.
This nigga said, can't smoke in the room, but a hoe can't tell me shit. Nigga, what, nigga? That's hard. Nigga said,
it's funny because that's the one that we was talking about.
This nigga said, riding in the Benz because I can't afford not to focus. What did you say?
No, so my thing was,
nigga said smoking in a hotel room because a hoe can't, he said smoking in my room, a hoe can't tell me shit. He said kick my own blood out because I'm crippin'.
You got that from the YouTube conversation.
So my only thing was this. When Axe said he's above average, I said, now I have to look at who's the average of what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right now, the average.
Cordae's not the average. He is way up there. My average, and that's what I was saying, y'all gotta throw artists out there. Like,
But you should throw someone out because you're the one setting this bar here.
I'll say Blueface, he know what he doing. Blueface know what he doing.
if he got his flow right, if he got his flow right, people respect him a little bit more. But if you actually just like listen to me like, and just think about that one bar, two bars he might just spit like back to back.
He got a lot of, I'll say this.
That's kind of clever.
Blueface has a lot of quotables. He has a lot of quotables.
Yeah.
Like very interesting quotables.
What I like about Blueface is the music that he presents, and when you meet him, he's exactly who he says.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the one thing I like. He's
Great
exactly
guy. Great
he's
guy.
a great guy.
Great
he's
guy.
exactly like in his music. He's exact who he presents himself to be. He's exactly that.
So Wayno, could you
Nigga
release
said a
that?
whole
We're not gonna do that today.
He got some work.
We're not gonna do that.
Nigga said a whole can't
Cordae
tell me
answered you.
shit.
That's enough. Yo,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
respect you. You really are a student of the game. It's crazy how
Absolutely.
much like you really study and respect it. I'm excited for the album, The Lost
Appreciate
Boys,
it.
out July 26th.
Yes.
Go check that out. Fuck with us in a year when you're super extra famous.
Wait,
We'll still be here.
I'm a child.
Here he goes.
Wait. Why is that the title?
The Lost Boy, cause I just heard I kept saying that shit when I was like making music at the time, when I didn't know what the fuck my album title was gonna be called, the project title. So I just found myself kept saying like Lost Boy, like referring to him Lost Boy and this shit, like just saying, I'm like, why the fuck am I like keep saying that? And it kind of like was like a self-therapeutic shit. I'm like, am I lost? But it's where I was in the state like before I found music. Like I was just, it represents just finding your own path. I didn't know where my path was in life until like music, you know what I'm saying? So it's just finding your path, finding like your assignment, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm still like, I found my path. I'm still at the beginning of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's just where I felt I was in like that particular point in time. And this old intro I had, that's not even the intro no more. I was saying like, just another lost boy trying to find my way. And I was like, that's the name of it.
That's
Cause
how
I
you
keep
be
saying
having
it, and then that shit not even the intro no more. So I'm like, I'm terrible with names, by the way. I'm terrible with like song names, with album names, like, so that just, but I just kept saying that so much in music. So I'm like, damn. Fucking, I'm just call my shit.
I fuck with that because, you know, even talking to manager Ace, you know, like, and I'm like, yo, what is his first album gonna really be about? I'm interested to hear your story before you found music, because everybody got a story, whether it's
for sure,
story,
just telling my
I want to
story.
hear your story from where you're from. So yeah, I'm very interested.
Lost
All
Boy.
right, Cordae, will you do me a favor? Every time I try to wrap the show, he's gonna have something to say. So maybe you could do, if you look at this camera right here, camera number 1, please take us out of here. So Act shuts up. I lied. Camera number 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, it's your boy YBN Cordae with my brother Wayno. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn with my brother Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? With the lovely Nadeska and motherfucking, it's everyday struggle.
We out of here.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
See y'all tomorrow, man.
Coffee mug with water in it.
You can't be spilling the secrets like that.
Oh, my bad.
They be thinking
Coffee mug, click.